Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being a part of the channel, thank you for sharing. It helps grow the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who bought me a coffee. I am so grateful. You have no idea. This is what I'm doing right now. I've been guided by spirit to actually just focus on spirituality and things like that. But today they said, especially based off the reading that I did for the 15th of March, they said, everyone needs to know about love. People care about love. Let's talk about love. So I said, okay, Spirit, you know I love to do love readings. Those are my favorite. Let's see what you got for us. So they guided me to this really beautiful deck. I'll put a link below to the deck. And it is from Turkey, which is a country I dream to visit. I really want to go to Istanbul one day. So, no wonder they want to talk about this. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. I was guided to buy this deck to do it for a personal reading for someone. I don't know if I've used it on the channel. If I have, maybe I've used it only one time. It's a really, really beautiful deck. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So this is for the collective. This can be for new love. This can be for long-term standing relationships. This can be for any kind of love situation. And then I'll do a second one for no contact. So this is if you're talking to somebody. This could even be like if a friend and you have a crush on them kind of thing. I'm going to keep this deck right here in case I need it for a question. So I always like Spirit to tell me which one. So again, this could be somebody you're talking to, you've been on a date with, you've been on several dates with, you're in a serious relationship with, you're married to, anything like that. And this is for all zodiac signs. So they guided me to do a love reading, which of course they know I wouldn't say no because I love doing love readings. And I haven't done one in so long. Okay, well, I feel like I can sum this up in 2 minutes, but I feel like if I do that, it's probably not the reading you're looking for. So I don't really want to do that to you, but I feel like some of you are highly intuitive and already know this is coming. Because we have the High Priestess here. But I'm going to start with the Knight of Wands because this actually makes me think of the Ace of Wands. You both are really attracted to each other and really drawn to each other. And, you know, Spirit has a good sense of humor because they can be very inappropriate at times and be very funny at times. They're showing me 2 images with this. They're showing me this is also very closely like the tree of life, like the oak tree, the tree of life. Oh, how interesting. On the back, they're showing me the 2 souls are coming into union within one under the eye of God. And they're calling it, yeah, it's really interesting. I'm getting that. And this is a mandala, which is a very spiritual symbol here, which is really interesting. Mandela. It's a very spiritual symbol. They're saying these are two souls, and if I look at this, it's as if this is Earth here, and this is Earth here, and as if they come together as one. Sorry, I just had that off camera. It's as if this was Earth, and this was Earth, and they're mirroring each other. So your souls mirror each other, and they're coming into union as one here. This really ties to the reading on Friday, March 15th, about how two souls become one. I wonder if I should post this for Friday the 15th. So the attraction between the two of you is so strong and so passionate. It's explosive. I think you know what I mean. Gentlemen and ladies. That it can set on fire trees. But they're also showing it to me as this beautiful tree of life. And we know the tree of life is what connects the earth world to the spiritual world, right? Heaven and earth, the two realms together, is what the tree of life resembles. But your attraction and love and passion for each other goes beyond. It's also the same thing. It goes beyond those two realms. It's like your souls have always been beyond those two realms, coming together as one. It's like your souls have transcended and always been beyond those two realms. You've always been together. It's a very powerful, very passionate, powerful love. And I can tell that, I feel like it's probably you watching this right here as the Knight of Swords. You're very high vibrational with all the white, but with the two swords, it's actually the Knight of Swords, but they're showing two swords, which makes me think like you feel like, are they or aren't they? Like, do they or don't they love me? Do they or don't they want to be with me? Like, do they or don't they want to be committed? Or do they or don't they want to get married? Or do they or don't they want to buy a house? Or do they or don't they want to have a baby? Like, you're doubting the connection. Like, you went on 1 or 2 dates and had a great time. Do they or will they or won't they ask me out again kind of energy? And you need to get out of this fast, because if you continue to do that, you're going to destroy everything I can see right here. And this is like the love reading everyone would want. So I would just say, like, stop questioning and just know. Yeah, they want to be with you. Yeah, they want to be with you. Yeah, they want to marry you. Yes, they want to go on another date with you. Like, people have busy lives. People have things going on. People have family members who get sick. People have friends in town that are unexpected. Like, life happens, but it doesn't change how they feel or think about you. And don't get in your head about, well, if they really liked me, they would have sent me a text. Like, just stop. Just stop. Don't take on that negative energy, because you can see the darkness creeping in around you. So you can bring that in and chase this person away who's actually a really good vibrational match. But if you do that, you'll get rid of them, and then you'll have to wait for the next right vibrational match to show up. I don't think that's really what you want. So I say just lay down your swords and just be really happy and positive and communicate with them. Unless obviously it's an unhealthy, toxic connection, then just get rid of them, you know? Because I would never promote something that's unhealthy or toxic. Because I can tell you really want to talk to them. Because they're fun and flirty and a lot of fun to be around. And if you're an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, you want to talk. You want to know what the heck's going on. And that would be your sun or moon placement in particular. And if they're a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries, they're just like, hey, we're having fun, what's going on? I don't get it. So you're going to confuse them because they're going to be really analytical and have to think everything out and be really logical, especially if they're a moon sign with their love in particularly, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Like, just chill. Because you need to get into the Empress mode, which is receiving, and look at all the flowers that are around you. And they're all the purples and the pinks, which are your heart being open, your crown chakra being open. So it's saying get into the mode of opening your heart to this, being very receptive to it, and also open your crown chakra and checking with your guides and your ascended masters and everybody else that you connect to in meditative state. It might be your ancestors, but let them guide you and lead you, because you're covered in pink and purple roses. And if you're just receptive, you don't have to lead anything. You get to just be. Just be in your high vibrational state and just attract the love in. And that's all you have to do. And so you can kind of get out of that, like, air energy of will they or won't they. It doesn't matter if you're a moon sign or the sun sign, but just get out of that logical thinking. You don't have to worry about it then, because that's not your job to. Divine timing, just know it will be. Just let it go. And just, if you're at that, especially if you're in that place spiritually, you just know and trust, then you know it will be, and you know it'll all work out in divine time, and you don't have to worry about anything. You can just let it all go, and it'll show up when it's supposed to show up, and then there's nothing to worry about. It's okay though. I mean, we're all human. It's not like we don't stress and feel like, oh, I hope they do call. I mean, that is being human. But it's just, if the more you can get into that, of course they're gonna call. I'm excited. I will be happy when they call, and I will receive the call and be excited to go out and see them again. Or I'll be happy when they buy the ring, or I'll be happy when we move in together. If you can just stay in that kind of vibration and just know it was and will be, you will have a better outcome, and you don't have to worry so much. It'll take away a lot of that fear and anxiety. When somebody's meant for you, they're just meant for you, and it doesn't matter, and nothing can stop it or prevent it. Nobody can steal your place, if you will, when somebody's meant for you. They can try, but they can't steal it. Because I see that you're highly intuitive. Again, you're white again, and you're highly intuitive and covered in flowers by the divine. So as the high priestess, you already know. You already know what's good for you, what's best for you, what's in your highest good. So you know what's in your highest good is to be in the Empress mode as the high priestess, and not to call in things that are not in your best interest. And I see what you're already calling in. You're calling in the Four Wands. Look at all the white light. Look at all the like divinity around it. I mean, spirit's on your side. So you're already calling in stability in a relationship. You're already calling in financial abundance, like stability and security and financial stability. You're calling in faithfulness if maybe there hasn't been. You're calling in security within yourself, stability within yourself, alignment within yourself. Because look how strong and sturdy that is. So you're calling all that in. You're aligning yourself so you can be that empress to receive. And you're calling in a stable, secure home, which is what you want. And as the empress, you would then need your divine counterpart, the emperor. So you're calling all that in naturally as the empress. You already are doing it. You have the ability to do it. And look how much you align with the white. So you already intuitively know this is what you're going to have. As the empress, you just have to get ready to receive. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. If this is what you want, if you want this person that you're dating, just know you'll receive it, and this person will show up the way you want them to. They will, if let's say you're just dating and they're like, I'm not sure if I want to commit or if I want a partnership or I want to get married, just know they will. You already know it. You can feel it. You can feel when somebody does or doesn't want to. So get out if they don't want to. If that's what you want and they don't, leave and go find somebody who matches you and aligns with you so you can have what you want. Because you have the Eight of Pentacles, which means you're usually working really hard on your money. And I'm getting two things off of this. It's almost like this, where it's like the Two of Swords. I feel like there's two different things happening here with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, the person you're interested in is working really hard financially to build up like a strong savings to be able to pursue you and have a down payment for a home or an apartment or a flat, something like that. For others of you, I'm getting the person is saving up the money to buy a ring, but they don't want you to know. And then for others of you, I'm getting you are working really hard to stay in this vibration of being receptive and not becoming defensive and argumentative. Because the Empress is also a very loving, nurturing energy. And she's also one who can become pregnant. So I'm also getting that you are working really hard not to get defensive, or when are we going to do this, or are we ever going to have the money, or are we ever going to have a baby. You're working really hard on yourself to stay in that higher vibrational state of trusting the universe, trusting source, trusting in divine timing. So I get some of you are working really hard on yourselves for that. But you have all the cards here that they're going to work out. Because you have the Four of Wands, you have the High Priestess, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You have a lot of attraction between the two of you. And you have the Six of Wands, which is total victory. So I see you being very victorious, both of you being very victorious over this situation. If you can stay high vibrational, I feel like it really kind of depends on you. If you can do this or not. or if you're going to get in your own head and in your own way. I want to see where, these are newer cards, so I take a little bit longer. But I kind of want to see where the Emperor is, because that's the divine counterpart for the Empress. And I feel like that's going to tell us some things. Interesting though, we didn't have any cups of love out. Interesting. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow on this. I just don't want to miss the Emperor. It really feels like it's going to be dependent on you. And can you wait, if you will, for this person? And if you can't, then this isn't the person for you. You know, the right person will show up at the right divine time. So you don't have to worry too much. If you feel like you're waiting too long and you don't want to wait anymore, then you'll know. I'll watch the Emperor be all the way at the beginning of the deck. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I look for the Emperor, because I don't want you to watch me do this forever, because it takes me a little while. Hold on. Okay, so I found the Emperor. He's between the Two of Wands, which is kind of interesting, because it's like the white and the red. So it's, you know, which way am I going to go? So it's like he's trying to make a decision. And the Emperor, which is quite a place to live if you look at it like that. It's really majestic. It's beautiful. And the Devil, which is Capricorn's major arcana. The Emperor is Aries' major arcana. Two Wands is Mars and Aries. Emperor's Aries. And then Capricorn is the Devil's major arcana. So the Devil can represent several things. What I'm getting off of this is the Emperor is obsessively thinking about what to do. I feel like it's tied almost to this. Like he's almost obsessively working on his money, thinking about his money. What should he do with his money? Should he move forward with you? Should he move in a different direction? Should he use his money for this relationship? Is this an illusion to him? This relationship, this connection? Like he's like, it feels almost like this person is like confused, disillusioned, if you will. No pun intended, because that happens to be the name of the deck. Yeah, the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like they're really worried about the money. And the Four of Pentacles, they're holding back, which is also Sun in Capricorn. So I feel like maybe they're holding back something from you. I don't know if it's how they feel, deeply how they feel, because with all this water, it makes me think deep, depths. With the waterfalls, how they deeply feel about you. Or are they hiding that, or do they think it's an illusion about the depths of how they feel? Or are they afraid of, if it's if they're earth energy, if they're a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, they're going to be obsessive about money, meaning they're going to be concerned about making sure they have enough money, because to them, demonstrating love is making sure they always have enough financial money to provide for family and people they love and care for. Because that's what earth, that's like, so it could be something like that. So they could be obsessively holding back and concerned about money to make sure they have enough money to always be able to provide for you and the family. But they're not sure which way to go. But look at this. This is what's really fascinating. So as he's looking further ahead, if this was him looking further ahead, there's a clearing, and see how that gets lighter and lighter? It's like he's seeing through here, and he's seeing his home and where he really lives as the emperor. And he's like, wait, what is this? Because remember, the devil's just an illusion of our fear. This isn't real. None of this is real over here. I'm not tied to these things. I'm not tied to these fears that I have. It's like this light right here that he keeps looking at is actually the light shining down on where the emperor really lives. I actually have the financial stability. I actually have the depths of this love for this person. I'm actually okay. This is everything I always wanted. This is not my reality. This is just a trick. Sometimes you have to look real clearly at things in life to see what are you really seeing and how do you really perceiving it. It's like this person is really examining everything to see what is it that's in front of me, to understand who they really are. And they're understanding they really are the emperor. They're not this confused, disillusioned, fake, fearful devil. Because this is an illusion. It's not real. The devil just makes fears appear that are not real. And do you see, like, I'm referring to this light that he's looking into. It's really this light right here, where the emperor is. So he's actually seeing his real home, all his stability, that he is the leader of everything. He is the emperor. He is the ruler of the land. He has depths of emotion and cares. And he wants his empress with him. And together they're fine. She's wilting away without him. That's what it feels like to me. Sometimes I have to look at the cards and see what are they really saying. Let's see if Spirit has any advice for you on the situation if you want. Any potential guidance or advice on this situation, Spirit? Okay, I want to make sure the cards are not upside down. That card wants to come out. And I'll take those. Seems like both of you are at a real crossroads, emotionally and mentally. And you both almost need each other to get through this. Because you start with the Ten of Wands as your potential guidance or advice. I mean, the Ten of Swords, which, you know, are like typically all those swords in somebody's back, like they've been stabbed. Which would be done out of fear. Yet it doesn't look like the Ten of Swords. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It doesn't look like somebody's been stabbed in the back 10 times and they're laid out dead. And it's got so much white light on it too. And 10 means an ending. And then you have the Page of Swords. So then there's communication. So it's, I feel like, and then you have the Two of Pentacles. And then you have the Moon. You end up with the Moon. Look how beautiful that is. So it feels like, and look at the Two of Pentacles. It's like, here's a little pentacle, and then there's the big pentacle. So it feels like your potential guidance or advice is like, something's gonna happen when they're more in their, I like to say shadow side, but when they're not as high vibrational maybe, or they're stressed out. Maybe you're not as high vibrational and you kind of push them a little because you're stressed too. So some kind of disagreement might ensue and somebody says something and someone's feelings get hurt with the Ten of Swords. That's what it feels like. The kind of Ten of Swords that just can really hurt. Like somebody says words that just really hurt somebody. Because it's air energy. And then the Page of Swords comes out, which actually looks like two souls trying to come together as one. When you look at it, look, it looks like two souls trying to combine. So it looks like some kind of, and that's usually the Page of Cups, but it feels like some kind of fast-moving communication, because that would be a sword. A Page of Swords, maybe some of you have children. So a child says something like they don't want you to fight or disagree like that. But it feels like somebody says something, because it's covered in all these like pinks and blue hues, which is the throat chakra, and these pinks and purples, which makes me think of the crown chakra and then the heart chakra. And I see like a sun poking through. It makes me think somebody said something like, well, that's not really what I meant. This is what it actually meant. So it feels like some kind of apology is said or exchanged actually between the two of you. Because the sword is actually like it's in its not out. It's like in a, it has something over it. I don't know what it's called when you put something over a sword. So it feels like it's the two of you coming together with the sword having this over it. I don't know what that's called when you put something over the top of a samurai sword, but it's not exposed. The knife part isn't exposed. It's got something over it. So I feel like that's the two of you coming together and both speaking like your piece or saying you're sorry over whatever words were said. There's definitely you're being divinely guided. both of you are, to make a choice with this Two of Pentacles. Because I see an angel in here, and it's blowing up like this. It's blowing the pentacles upwards. So you're being guided to make a choice. The two of you are. Of what do you want? To build together. I feel like I'm hearing to build a mass fortune together, to build abundance together. I'm hearing build wealth, build fortune, build happiness, build stability, build love. Or hear a grandfather time. Because your love will stand the test of time. You know, sometimes people are together and they break up and they reunite. And that's just because that's part of your soul journey. It has nothing to do with anything other than that. Because you have other experiences you have to have before you are together. But for all of you, it'll be different. Some of you will be fine and you'll reunite right away. I feel like some of you will go your separate ways and then reunite later on. And later on can be a year or two later, and later on can be 5 years later, 10 years later. Because you have other things you have to do, you have to achieve in life. It doesn't mean the love is ever gone. It just means there's other things you're supposed to do. But you had to meet now and experience this to know this is who you always want in the end. And you end with the moon, and you're walking toward the moon. And walking toward the moon, and it's lit up like the sun. Tells me you're not afraid. And it's glittering on the top like water, which shows me all the emotion and love and intuition. So you're walking right toward it. So it tells me, like, you face your fears head on with grace, following your intuition. You're walking your path. You're walking your life purpose. You're walking your path of love. And it's lit up by the moon, which is actually your guiding beacon. Because it's lit up by the sun, which is which is your inner compass. You have all these stars around you, leading you. There's nothing hidden from you because you're the high priestess. You're very confident with your decision you've made. You're either walking right towards this person with full open eyes, clarity, eyes wide open, your heart's wide open. You know this is exactly what you want. Or you're walking in the complete opposite direction and the person is behind you and you know you're walking in the right direction, heart wide open, eyes wide open, full of love, knowing you're walking towards the best interest of yourself. Either way, you win. Either way, you make the best decision for you because you're walking towards what your heart is telling you and your intuition is telling you. And right back here is the sun lighting up the moon. This is your compass. This is what's guiding you. I keep hearing the sun is your moral compass. they're showing me this as your sun. And this is what your moral compass is. But the moon is what guides you. And this is your path you're walking, like your life purpose path. And for some of you, if you're walking and the person's back here, like behind, like I am, you're walking away, some of you are going to run back into this person on your path because this is the person you're supposed to be with. You just have to have other experiences. Some of you, you actually had to walk away from this person. Others of you, you're walking right to the person. You can't see it because they're right in front of you and they're waiting for you. So for all of you, it's different. But you're walking right to the place you're supposed to be going because you're listening to your heart and your intuition. This is emotion and intuition in the moon. You're not walking away from your fear. You're walking right into what your emotion and your intuition, your feelings and intuition are telling you. If you're walking away from fear or running from fear, the person would be facing us on the card. Like we would see this person's face right here, but we don't. So you are tackling everything. So I feel like for all of you, you're going to have different outcomes. And that's because all of you are on different timelines. And all of you are in different places spiritually and need things differently spiritually. That's why. Some of you are more high vibrational than this person. And you can't be with them right now. Some of you are both in the same place and it's gonna all work out and it's gonna be just fine. And some of you, this person came into your life to teach you something. Temperance. It's all about patience, harmony, balance. Some of them came into your life to teach you about aligning yourself and about harmony and balance for yourself. Some of them came into your life to teach you about patience and divine timing because they're going to come back around for you. That's what happened with me. And I didn't even know it was the person for me at the time. I still don't know if it's the person for me, but they just magically showed up 2 years later. And I still don't know if it's the right person. It's the only manifestation I ever said that showed up in 30 seconds. Go figure. But sometimes they show up just to teach you patience because it's just not the right time. And he's holding the Akashic records like there's other things for you to do before you can be with this person. And then it's the Lovers. Yeah, things will work out. They always work out the way they're supposed to. Some of you have to go through that process of learning to trust the universe implicitly. Others, it's this person who has to learn to go through trusting the universe implicitly, and they have their own spiritual lessons to learn because they're just not as high vibrational as you. Hope that helps. I'll put some timing stamps below. Maybe that'll help for you if you want to jump around. And then I'll look at people who are in no contact next. Thank you for liking the channel, for subscribing, and for being here. I'm very grateful. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.